said you better watch what you're doing, 'cause I ain't gonna stop when I'm moving. I'm headed to the top, I'ma do it. I'm headed to the top, I'ma prove it. And I could go all night, I'm sick of being nothing. All right, I'm gonna be something. All fight, with every breath, trust me. I'ma be the one at the top, you can't touch me. I bleed with every word coming. I would rather die than be someone who's nothing. I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes, 'cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they say is fucking heinous, 'cause I'm the type of dude that you know is fucking dangerous.
You are absolutely right. The way he went about it was absolutely wrong. Like, so, like I said, I'm not
of my Jewish hatred that actually goes. Other than the fact that, why are y'all popping out of the sewers in New York City?
Annunciation Catholic Church. You couldn't have called it pronounced Catholic Church?
Yeah, pronounce the Catholic.
I also just want to, like, this reminder has just been, like, playing in my head. Can we just remember that colonizers used to hunt their slaves for sport and them for fun? And they'd make, like, bets and games amongst them. The colonizers would make games and bets amongst each other for finding runaway slaves, also capturing them, and just, you know, making it a sport to make people run in fear for their life. That was fun for them. That's how they got their, you know, entertainment and fun for the day. They would hunt people, literally. People hunting. They'd have people hunting parties or slave hunting parties, etc., etc. You know, you lose your good luck charms. The more slaves we have, the more good luck charms, the more wealth, basically, because slaves were wealth. You know, less work you have to do for yourself. So the more slaves you have, the more rich you are. That vampire consciousness, aka colonizer consciousness, is real, folks. Super real.
That Valley Girl vocal fry doesn't make you intelligent. And it looks like you have seen Django too much, because, ladies and gentlemen, let's just go straight over here. Just a quick cursory glance. Okay, Brave. The slave owners hunted slaves for sport. Quick answer. There is no historical evidence that slave owners historically hunted and enslaved people for sport in the manner depicted in the popular media, such as the film Django Unchained. Okay, full stop. Not like in the movie Django. The depiction of the slaves hunted and forced in the fight of the movie and everything. I just shut the fuck up. I didn't say like the movie. Give me real accounts of slaves being hunted for sport. There are documented accounts of enslaved people being hunted, but not for sport in the sense of recreational killing.
You have to switch my screen on here because I can't see what you're looking at.
Oh, I know. I'm just showing it up here for everybody here, but instead they were pursued by slave catchers by using bloodhounds when they escaped as part of the legal and brutal system of recapturing runaway slaves. Yes, they would actually throw them in boxing matches, and there are actual stories of this happening. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Most of those slave owners that are reported hunting down and killing their slaves for sport were done by black slave owners.
No.
Welcome. I hate humanity in every form of it, every facet of it. I hate humanity. We've become way too fucking stupid. Way too stupid as a species to even be called human being at this point. Like, you can't even do that. You just watched a movie and then decided, yeah, that actually happened, dude. Hell yeah. How you doing, Davey?
Hi. I thought we had a conversation.
Hey, I went easy. But how you doing? We got Ken on the YouTube side. We'll pick up more going on if YouTube will let us get out there. But we got Colty and Jonathan on that side too. Ladies and gentlemen, like we were saying, this is going to be The last one before Halloween. The fuck am I? Before Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Of course, tomorrow you got business party coming up. Wednesday, I don't know if Scott's going to be involved. I'll have to figure that out. But there will definitely be something going on with Stupid's Play, whether I'm doing it myself or not. But
I can play Ark with you. We can play Ark.
yeah, we could definitely do that. But we do have Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday, so of course there will be nothing here on any channel for anybody. But we will be back again Friday.
Yeah, go enjoy time with your family.
If that's
have fun.
if you can enjoy it.
Are her ears behind her head? That lady that you just had up.
Bad fry. It's
Had enough
so
of not my
hard.
tube today.
It's so hard being so stupid. I'm just so
They watch these movies as documentaries. Like they're just like even and we'll get to it eventually. Elisa Slotkin, whatever her name is, she quoted
Alyssa.
A Few Good Men. Alyssa Slotkin quoted A Few Good Men.
Dude, we sat there and covered how fucking what's his name? Maxwell Frost went down there to Alligator Alcatraz and then described the opening scene to Scarface. Except there wasn't a riot going on and shit wasn't burning down. That was the only difference in it. Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah. Let's go with that first. Fuck it. We're just gonna fuck everything up tonight. That's the way we do things around here. Ladies and gentlemen, hit it up. Fuck it. Let's go.
Hold on. See, now it's being hurted for a sec. Okay. This is Chicago. My bad, guys. I'm trying to be more organized, and it's just screwing me all up. Thought I had it here.
You'll have to learn to be more organized.
Yeah, I'm trying to be more organized. Oh, here it goes. Okay.
Seditious, what they're
No. Good. Change it over.
I'm trying to see if
yeah.
Here we go. Here's one. By the way, I didn't realize.
Davey.
I had no idea.
Your screen.
What?
I can't see it.
Hold on. There we go.
There we go. Here we go. All right.
Well, look at this. This was from back in 2018. My former CIA colleagues, Alyssa Slotkin in Michigan's 8th District, and what's that name, Richard?
Abigail Spanberger.
Ooh, what did she just do?
Oh, she just got elected too.
She just got elected, what, the governor or governor of Virginia?
Yeah. I don't know. Hold on.
CIA agent. Maybe be more like everybody but Rich. I can't. And Alyssa Slotberger in Virginia's 7th District will bring needed common sense, experience, and wisdom to Congress. They will help derail the Trump train, bring bipartisanship to Washington, and deserve your vote. Abigail, go to your page.
Abigail Spanberger for governor. Yeah, she just got elected as governor. Former intelligence officer who is governor of elected Virginia. Like, this is, no, dude. Come on. These elections are too fucked.
Why do you think that Obama was pushing for Abigail Spanberger? And the NAACP is going to do whatever Obama tells them to do.
Dude, there ain't no fucking way in hell that, what's her name? That black woman that was
Winsome
running?
Sears?
Yeah. There ain't no way that Winsome fucking blew it out the water. I mean, that went everywhere with her like, okay, so what if that dude was calling for the death of your kids? What about it? What about it? And she just stared. There ain't no way that was not career ending. Unless something was rigged along the way. Because none of that makes sense for that. Her race makes no fucking sense. The only way that makes any kind of sense is if the entire state of Virginia was bloodthirsty.
There's a big portion of them that are.
Not like that. Not like that.
And I think something happened where she got like another burst of oh no, that was whatchamacallit. That was
Shit
Jersey.
about the
Mikey
election
Shirley.
needs to come out quick. It needs to.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it when I read that. But this ex-CIA officer says Alicia Slotkin knew what she was doing when she put that video together. By the way, listen to the things he's saying.
Is this seditious, what they're doing?
It is. And look, we need to be very, very clear about Slotkin and who she is.
Yes.
So she knew what she was doing when she put that together. As a former CIA operations officer, my job was to go out in the field and collect the intel, conduct the operation. Her job as an analyst was to figure out whether or not things like propaganda operations were successful, if they were effective. So she has seen her fair share of propaganda operations, and she knows how to pull those off and make them effective. So if you think about it through that lens, if you watch the video again, one of the first things that she and the others do is they establish credibility and authority. They talk about who they are, working for the CIA and working for the military. They then move into the next phase of the process.
They establish.
Yeah.
This is a cookie cutter thing that the CIA does.
Mm-hmm.
And who led this off, by the way? Who was the one who led this off? Alyssa Slotkin. That's right.
Oh.
Propaganda message, which is there's a crisis. They create a crisis for the listeners inside the FBI and the CIA and the military. And they say that there is a threat, not just abroad, like we might face with China or Russia or Al-Qaeda, but inside of the country. The threat is here. Who's that threat? Donald Trump. Then they provide the solution as part of their propaganda campaign, which is rise up, say no. Now, key parts of propaganda campaigns is you say a little bit of a face-saving measure, something a little wink, a little nudge, to just give somebody a little bit of a fig leaf, which is, but make your opposition towards an unlawful order, right? So that's the fig leaf. And then they come back and they end it with that little bow on top of it, which is again to say, rise up. You have an obligation. It's not just something you might want to do, you should do. The point is, Ms. Slotkin knew exactly what she was putting together with her little propaganda video. Now, whether the others were also seditious with her, I don't know. But she knew because she and I both work at the agency. We both know propaganda ops, and that's exactly what her video was all about.
So they're saying, you know, I'm not saying that they need.
Yep, you're breaking up. What?
Oh.
Breaking up?
So yeah. See me now?
Yeah.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you good.
Winsome Sears pissed off Trump long ago and never tried to mend the rift. It cost her bigly. I didn't know she did that.
Yeah. I mean, well, it is what it is, but I don't think anything would have saved. Like, there are some. Let's admit it. Just straight up ass admit it. That there are some things where you can make an argument with, but since 2016, 2017, there's a lot of shit that ain't made sense with our elections.
No. There hasn't been a lot of shit that's made sense.
I'm sorry, my wife just fucked me up there. She was standing there and just looking. She was opening crackers and looking at him, and just the way she was looking at him just kind of made me laugh. But yeah, no, I mean, it doesn't make sense because, like, all right, we all know about the HPV data and everything like that. Like, a record number of people are starting to register to vote. It makes no fucking sense. None of that makes any damn sense. And then all of a sudden, these people who, number one, you got to get that guy that said, "Hey, you put Hitler, Pol Pot, and this dude in a room, and he's getting both bullets." I wish his kids were dead because then they'd move on policy for gun control, and somehow that wins. I'm sorry, I call bullshit on everything. I call bullshit on that. Then you got Winsome Earl Sears, who's just like, "Hey, what if he was calling for your son's death?" And somehow that wins. No answer. You just act like it doesn't exist, and somehow that wins. A lot of this doesn't sound right because there are a lot of even Democrats who are fucked in the head, yes, that would look at that and be like, "Oh, God damn. You know, okay, so y'all eat your own. What happens when my son steps out of line? You come for his head. Am I just going to have to go along with it? None of that clicked. None of that happened. As a matter of fact, she supposedly started turning more counties blue. There was a little bit of a blue trend for just her. It's almost like the same question of, when Trump won, why did everybody vote Democrat? Or why did everybody vote Republican except for President Trump? It's not a down ballot vote was Republican, but yet the president was Democrat. How did that happen if they weren't? It's almost the same fucking thing. So why is it nobody's saying anything about this shit? Why is nobody calling this out? They've said, hey, this is a little bit of fuckery going on. And then news media blackout yet again. I don't get it.
I don't either.
I don't get why we do not continue to talk about this shit, because none of this has been making sense, especially in key areas. None of this is making sense. Now, if you look at it from a lawfare standpoint, yeah, Virginia is one of their deep blue countries for lawfare. I mean, you look at what is it? Loudoun County.
Mm-hmm.
All the shit that we've been covering under Loudoun County. It makes sense from a legal standpoint because you have a lot of people who are in government there that can wage some type of legal lawfare, which is what we've been seeing. Injunction after injunction after injunction. They know they're not going to win. They're just there to slow down the fucking process. They say, hey, this injunction came out. And then when they lose it, they don't say a fucking thing about it. So that people continue to believe that, a judge ruled it, so therefore it's true. You mean a judge who's on par of a janitor in our system said this is illegal, so therefore it must be? But they never talk about their losses, so the stupid ass people continue. The only time they talk about their losses is something big. This is something like Roe versus Wade. You remember that shit? When that was going to be overturned, they supposedly leaked all the shit. It was big. It was something huge. And it was a loss for them. But they released it to make people go nuts over the shit. If it ain't going to tip the scale, they shut the fuck up. I mean, how much has anybody heard about Kilmar or Abrego Garcia lately?
Not much.
Third rail shirt, yeah. Y'all got any treason around here? We definitely do.
Trying to get to it, but Richard's on a fucking monologue right now.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying it fucking bothers me because this is the legal lawfare of this. Like this is all it is. Just some fucking judge says this is illegal, so now we must go through a process because somebody got their fucking panties in a wad. Dude, come on. But go ahead.
Hold on. Trying to fix myself again. I realize I'm like 9
out of him.
Yeah, I realize I'm 9 feet up in the air right now. Well, back to, I guess, Elise Slotkin for now.
It does imply that the president is having illegal orders, which you have not seen.
I think for us, it was...
She called her a Nazi.
Huh? Wait, do that again then? That slipped by. I was reading Jonathan's chat.
I think for us, it was just a statement.
Is having illegal orders, which you have not seen.
I think for us, it was just a statement widely, right? We say very quickly and to all the folks who come to us, this is the process. Go to your JAG officer, ask them.
So wait a minute. You want every person in the military to go and ask the JAG officer for permission for orders. Is that what you're trying to say, Miss CIA agent? Is that exactly what you're trying to say?
Imagine what military readiness would look like.
Bro, it'd be litigation. It'd all be litigated. Every time they're like, yeah, I don't think we're allowed to do that. Then all of a sudden they come back and they're like, I need to talk to my JAG officer about this. Every single time.
Well, it's not. It's really. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's really not for nothing, because this shit of, we just broadly said it. It's just a broad thing. We were just reminding everybody. Okay, something that's beat into them that, hey, if something were to happen, you must actually fucking
obey orders.
Ignore orders for something like, hey, let's drop a nuclear weapon. Are you sure about that? No, let's not. Cooler heads prevail. There is that thing that's actually beat into the head of every military member that if something is fuckery here, you have the right to obey them, but you must be, or disobey them, but you must be correct about that. Just coming out and saying, hey, just a quick reminder, you can disobey illegal orders. Why would you do that if you were not enticing? Why would that be a thing that you would have to jump out there and remind the military that knows this already? If you were not trying to get
subvert,
people, yeah,
to subvert the what is he, the commander in chief? By the way, holy balls, Jonah! This spookcraft color revulsion angle is a layup. Nothing Slotkin did was out of normal for a Democrat. List of the following. Off the top of my head, orange man bad, sex offender, grab them by the pussy, racist, Mexico edition, Putin puppet, Russia collusion, illegitimate president. Y'all call for treason? Here it is, Sean. Illegitimate president, racist 2, build a wall, unfit to lead, 25th Amendment, impeachable offense, Ukraine, racist number 3, racist number 4, shithole countries, Charlottesville, shithole countries, anti-military veteran, racist 5, Muslim ban. Racist 6, China virus. Jesus, Jonah's been waiting to get this off his chest. Right? Election denier, insurrectionist, threat to democracy, worse than Hitler, wannabe dictator, adjacent racist. Woo, adjudicated. Thirdrealified.com/shop. Get it. Racist 7, blood of the nation, bloodbath, animals, Agenda 47, eviscerate the Constitution. Convicted felon doesn't care if voters die as long as they vote. He's not Christian. He's too old. Incoherent speeches. Black jobs. Project 2025. He's too old. Harris version. Weird. Lispgate. Assassination attempt 1. It sucks. Crooks missed. He faked his assassination. They eat dogs. Assassination attempt 2. Project 2025. The Democrat talking points. Memo meeting in addition to be continued as they continue to try.
I haven't updated the list attempts.
Wow. There. Good Piggy. Yeah,
good
there's Piggy.
Fucking God. No, that being in a list.
Johnny, you got to put that in the Discord.
Like, yeah, just like bullet point that son of a bitch too, because Jesus Christ.
Doesn't she look like Adam Schiff a little? In that face?
God damn it. God.
He's ruined her.
Why? Why do they have the same head shape?
She's got like an inch smaller neck. But yeah.
Is that Adam Schiff's illegitimate child?
Oh my God. Could you imagine? But who would it be?
Can't sue me for defamation. I don't know if you are or not.
What young African American boy did he have with him?
Oh
yeah.
We're going that route. All right.
We say very quickly and to all the folks who come.
Because all cunts look alike.
To us, this is the process. Go to your JAG officer, ask them for explanation, for top cover, for their view on things. We do that on a case-by-case basis, but we wanted to speak directly to the volumes of people who had come to us on this.
And it is very clear that no one should follow an illegal order, but it's very murky. when you look at what is an illegal order. And if you go into morally, ethically, that's a pretty tough thing to look at and say, how do I navigate this?
Look, if you're going back to Nuremberg, right, that, well, they told me to do it, that's why I murdered people, is not an excuse. If you look at popular culture, there's...
Wait! Wait! So apparently, locking people down, beating the fuck out of them, making sure that they're staying home, they're doing all kinds of shit. Hey, you can't even go outside. You can't be alone in the goddamn ocean for COVID. But just following orders is no excuse now.
Yeah. Mask mandates were not laws, yet they had the National Guard outside making sure you didn't walk around with a mask.
We're just going to act like none of this ever happened, right?
Of course. Of course. Because the children have been brainwashed. All those kids who were a decently young age, even though, look, what, 2020, it was 5 years ago. Most of those kids are voting age now.
That's the problem.
Most of those kids, yeah, and they all just, and they don't care. No, you were going to kill grandma. You told a 14-year-old kid they were going to kill grandma at the start of this, then kept them home for 2 years, tell them they had to wear masks everywhere they go, feared them. And then all of a sudden it was, oh, you could take the masks off now. No, I'm going to get sick. No, you're going to be fine. Don't worry. No, I'm going to be sick. Okay, keep your mask on. Go ahead. You could do whatever you want. It's freedom. And now they're actually still going around going, I wear a mask and nobody else wears a mask. You're going to get me sick. Yeah, that's been happening for thousands of years. People have been getting everybody sick. There's different kinds of diseases and viruses. Yeah. And then you get them and then you get better and you build your immune system. You don't never get sick. The problem is, you know what it is? None of them ever watched the movie Bubble Boy, where they thought he thought he was sick and he was doing better, and then all of a sudden he came out of the bubble and realized his mom was nuts.
Yeah. But then again, they don't show you what happens after that. But because he was so damn isolated, the motherfucker got sick every goddamn day because he had no immune system. He probably got cold after cold after cold, and his immune system couldn't deal with it, so he died. That's what they don't show you at the end of the movie, because guess what? The toughest fucking generation, immune system-wise, is us. We played in the dirt. We drank from the hoses. We were throwing cow patties at each other when we were younger, brother.
Listen, Gen X, I think, is a little tougher than us. They were eating dirt as kids.
We were the one saying, hey, you cut your knuckle on something, put some oil in it.
Rub some dirt on it. Run it under cold water. U.S.
I guess we were the last generation to do that, because now motherfuckers look at anything that looks dirty and they get sick. Like, how did that fucking work?
Well, because you told all these kids that they were sick.
Dude, you know the strangest fucking thing? I usually get sick like once or twice a fucking year. But since I had COVID, I got COVID 3 times. Since then, I've never really been sick again.
Yeah, me too. Well, I mean, there was that sickness, but yeah, no, like cold or something like that.
Cold or any kind of infection from like a cold or something, I've never been sick again. And it still throws me off to this day that I think about that kind of shit and I'm just like, wait, what?
Sean and Rick agree. This applies. 18 USC subsection 2387 addresses activities that affect the armed forces of the United States, making it illegal to interfere with loyalty, morale, or discipline of military personnel. This law is a part of the broader federal crime code that aims to protect national security and military integrity.
It does. But here's
right here. Key provision, intent to influence. The law prohibits anyone from acting with the intent to interfere with loyalty, morale, and discipline of military or naval forces.
I'm going to sit here and tell you this. 2381 does apply. They did give an oath. They are using informational and psychological warfare against the people to use the people to overthrow this country so they can keep their hands clean. This is the same shit that goes on in every other country when they try to destabilize it so we can move in to install our democracy. This is what it's the same fucking tactic the CIA uses elsewhere in other countries. Destabilize the population so other people can take control. A fighting faction rises up. It's the same fucking playbook. And they're using us to do it. Which is the treasonous part, because you gave an oath to this country. You cannot use us as a means for your own fucking warfare against the government. That's what makes it treasonous. That oath is what makes it treasonous. That oath must mean something, because without that, what is it? What is it? What stops me from putting my hand on the Bible and taking an oath of office and then going in there and overthrowing the government from within? Oh, the fact that I may be fired? Okay, cool. Nancy Pelosi ain't seeking re-election right now. You don't think that bitch could have a phone call at any point and still have a pull in our government? After everything she's done? January 6th? Come on. That oath
like Obama?
Yes. Obama used psychological and informational warfare against the people to vote for Hillary Clinton, who is what he wanted, not who the people wanted. And we're supposed to just let that slide because he was the president of the United States.
And he continues with Abigail Spanberger.
But they're using you to try to overthrow the government, saying everything is illegal, it's all wrong, Trump is Hitler, Trump is doing this, Trump is doing that. Motherfucker, the world's actually starting to respect us again. As fucked up as it sounds. I mean, we put down Iran and everybody's like, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't fuck around anymore.
So I saw this guy, he makes great like opposite side content. Like he'll do like the liberal and the conservative point of views, right? And he was doing one, he's like, and he's being the liberal, he's like, yeah, I finally got rid of my Tesla. Yeah, I'm so glad. And I went, and he goes, oh, really? On the conservative side, what'd you buy? And he goes, I went and I brought a Prius. And the conservative guy goes, ooh, you mean a Toyota Prius? And he goes, yeah, why? Why? I bought a Prius. It's all reliable. And the guy goes, did you see the picture of the guy from Toyota wearing all maggot out? He's like, oh, yeah, the guy from Toyota was maggot out in the Make America Great Again hat and Donald Trump shirt. And he was where I think it was at the Formula One race that they had this weekend in Vegas. But yeah, once again, if you like we talked about before, if you buy an electronic Volkswagen, you might as well just take your hand and throw it in the air and wave it like you just don't care.
Is that how you're taking it? Hey, at least he didn't electrify him.
At least he didn't. This is true. But yeah, by the way, Jay Crow is the name of the one guy that did it. But
I feel like I'm
I
going
thought it
to
was
hell for saying that though. Every time it's just like, all right.
No. But now Jay is going to have his say about this.
Let's get to the content of what you had in that video you released, because there are also 15 House Republicans who are also veterans who released a video, including a retired 3-star Marine Corps General, Jack Bergman. Take a listen to this.
Troops, listen up. Any service member who refuses a lawful order is subject to court-martial for violating the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
We study what's lawful and what's not lawful, and the Democrats stunt insinuating that they're illegal or unconstitutional orders. It's downright dangerous.
It is corrosive. It is meant to weaken our country and weaken the military.
How do you respond to these allegations from your colleagues,
what up,
fellow
Ken?
veterans, that what
And
you
Lenny?
have put out there is weakening and corrosive to the military?
Well, these unfortunately are some of Trump's core supporters that are rallying behind the president, and they know.
They're Trump supporters. So it negates what they say.
The people that are saying, hey, this is how it really actually is here in the military. Don't forget that. No, they're Trump supporters.
That's it. That's it. They're not. They're lying because they're Trump supporters.
No, this is what I was saying in that fucking short, dude. They believe whatever the fuck. It's illegal only because they say it's illegal. When they do it, it's no longer illegal. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah. But if you do it, it's illegal. Whatever they deem is illegal. It doesn't even matter what's written. It's not. It doesn't even matter the law. It doesn't even matter the code of justice or anything in here. It's whatever they deem to be illegal is illegal. Well, so therefore, if you try to follow it, you're fucked.
Well, you know how
are you if you're the member?
You know, if you're the vice president of the United States and you go over to a country and you tell them to fire their attorney that's looking into your son and the company your son works for, you know, and then they go, that's fine. But this guy made a phone call and said, hey, remember the president, the vice president, that guy? Remember when he came and said, hey, you got to fire this guy? Do you think he did anything wrong? Oh, that is cause for impeachment.
No, it's not. Because
no, it is.
No, it's not. Because Davey, what you don't understand is that was already policy. They already had the policy to fire that. They had to fire
I'm talking about the impeachment
the
of Trump for making the phone call. He's the one that got impeached because he was the one who did something wrong. Biden didn't do anything wrong because he just went over as the vice president, and since it was already policy and the corrupt company, you know, so it wasn't bad that the vice president went over to another country and did that. But what was bad was Trump, Donald Trump, asking to look into what Joe Biden was over there doing with American taxpayer dollars. That's the one.
Vice president did that. It wasn't the fact that the vice president said that to the entire fucking world. It was none of that shit because that went under fucking cover. Nobody knew until here recently, Davey. That's why it was okay. Because nobody was paying attention. And then finally people started paying attention, and it's okay on their side, but it's not okay anywhere else.
Because everybody just has brain rot now. Everybody's so stuck in their Twitterverse or TikTok that they only know what TikTok tells them. So yeah. There's no you know how many times I go through stuff and I want to send it and I go, that's not real. That I don't know if it's real, but I'm not going to send it just in case. Well, do I get it wrong every once in a while? Yeah. But these guys, whatever. We saw it the other day when the lady was like, I don't care if it's fake or not. The Donald Trump telling everybody, get fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene out of here, whatever. Yeah, no. Then she went, oh, no, it might be AI, but he was screaming at somebody. So, and TikTok said he was yelling at somebody and he called somebody Miss Piggy. So it must be right.
Right.
Better. They know exactly the difference between lawful versus unlawful. We were very clear in the video that
they know the difference. An 18-year-old private might not know the difference, see what you said, and now thinks that they can now go to JAG every single time they don't feel an order is lawful.
Well, let's put it, okay, if you want to go legal with anything here, let's put it this way. These motherfuckers have set up legal roadblock after legal roadblock after legal fucking roadblock, claiming everything. This motherfucker took a step off his goddamn left foot. Somehow that's an injunction. And damn near every single one of these injunctions have fucking failed. What makes you think anything that they're claiming is illegal is actually illegal if they're losing every step of the way in legal battles? It makes no fucking sense to follow that. It's just saying the government can't fucking feed you with the food stamps, the SNAP program. But yet Zohran Mamdani is going to feed New York by the government giving them food.
By the way, he is now asked 3 times. He has now put out 3 commercials asking for money. Mr. I'm going to give every New Yorker everything they want, free from the government, doesn't have money from the government for his transition team. I was going to say it's 2025, but 2026 transition team. He needs your money. And then, you know what he's going to collect? Your taxes.
He's already said he's raising taxes.
That's why I don't donate to any of these people. I don't donate to them because you know why? I donate every time I go to my bank account and see how much money I don't have, which I should have. That's their donation.
Right.
So I mean, whoa.
I'm going to give you more money to steal more money from me.
I just had an epiphany.
What?
I just got slammed. Think about this. Okay. These people have the nerve to ask you to donate to them. Meanwhile, and I'm not saying every single one, but a large majority of them are getting money from PACs. A large amount of them are getting money from different countries, different lobbyists. They're getting taxpayer-funded stuff. They're passing stuff that they get kickbacks from and don't think they don't.
Oh, yeah.
They get paid hand over fist and then have the gall to turn around, look in a camera like this and go, hey, donate.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. You want me to donate? That is just beyond me that nobody has put it together and just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And socialism, trust me, is not the way. Just give us back our money. How about that?
Right.
We'll just pay state taxes. I mean, not if you're in Chicago, because those people about to riot. We'll get to that later, maybe. But
oh no,
I mean,
that's probably going to be the Rumble side then.
But it's atrocious. They have the gall to look at you and say, "Hey, you want to be a part of this? Donate." Donate, and you know where it goes?
Beer out of his nose. Fuck you, Davey. Now I can't unsee that.
But wait, hold on.
A while back, but yeah, I saw that. Oh, stream pause. What are we doing? Oh, you.
Can you see my screen?
I mean, we got it on your screen right now. You just
pause for a sec.
What was showing, so it's pausing because there's nothing there. But yeah.
Wait, hold on. Hey, it's nothing there?
Yes, because you minimized what it was showing. There we go.
Yes. My bad. AOC email seeks donation for turkey giveaway, but money goes straight to her campaign coffers.
Mm-hmm. Every time. You remember when she was doing that with what else was she doing that with? It was like merch off her like store or some shit like that. Like it was $60 for a fucking hoodie, and all of that was going into her campaign coffers.
Her Eat the Rich.
Yeah.
Her Eat the Rich shirts.
Yeah.
This fundraiser is for the birds. Power Hungry Squad member rep AOC cooked up a new way for her to cooked up a new way to have her cake and eat it too this Thanksgiving by tying her annual Thanksgiving her turkey giveaway to her massive re-election campaign enterprise. And critics are crying foul. Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving. Why can't I read today? Thanksgiving is 2 weeks away. The self-described Bronx girl wrote in an email pitch last week. Will you chip in $5 or anything you can today to help us bring the joy of the holiday season into the homes around New York City this year? By
hold on,
clicking.
Go back up again and read that.
This?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is 2 weeks away. The self-described Bronx girl wrote in an email pitch last week. Will you chip in $5 or anything you can today to help us bring the joy of the holiday season into homes around New York City this year.
Hey, here's how she did that. Here's how she got away with all that. She wasn't saying that all this money will be going to feed people. She just said, spread joy. What is that joy? She's in office and she gets money to run again. She did nothing wrong.
Wait, why?
I mean, ethically, everything wrong. Legally, she did nothing wrong. She just asked for donations. That's all she did. She didn't say for what cause. Just spread the holiday cheer. What does that mean, Davey? Holiday cheer could be her in office. Her continuing her campaign. Yeah, I saw that nose twitch. You know I'm right. You see?
But clicking on the contribution link sends people directly to a campaign fundraising page operated by Act Blue, where donors are prompted to make a one-time or reoccurring monthly donation. Selecting a dollar amount brings a disclosure that the appeal is paid for by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez for Congress, and a reminder that the donations are not deductible as charitable contributions at tax time.
No, because it's a political contribution. And she gets away with it by saying, hey, Thanksgiving here. Let's spread some cheer. Give me money.
Instead of having supporters and send donations directly to community organizers organizing turkey drives like she did in 2021 when she reported raising $33,589 for local charities, she's having people send money to her campaign. A campaign is not supposed to be a bypass through for charitable work, says former city council minority leader Joe Borelli. What if she raised enough money for 1 million turkeys? Would she buy 1 million turkeys, or would she keep 999,000 for her campaign and then throw the rest of the turkeys out of the back of the truck and take a photo op?
Lenny says there's not enough booze on Capitol Hill to do AOC.
Everybody's been going off. Lenny was just like, Mommy, please tell me and read me my favorite fairy tale once again. You know, the one about the federal government that loves me and will take care of me and never do me wrong? They are nothing less than another con hiding behind the almighty scholar. God's going to strike me dead, but by such and such date. Who's going to be the next? Jim and Tammy Faye Baker. Keep dicking you and have the nerve to say you're the one in the wrong. We've investigated ourselves time and time again and found no wrongdoing here. Trust us. We're the government. Yeah, right. I'm just a gigolo, and everywhere I go, it's all right as long as the government's paying.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll admit, everybody's fit to be tied. I'm fit to be tied too. I really am. With everything that these motherfuckers are doing and sitting here saying it's your fault, you're always the fucking problem because we're not giving hundreds of billions of dollars to every fucking foreign war. We're not giving hundreds of billions of dollars to every other poor country around the world while you suffer and can't put food on your fucking table. Still, to this day, now let's actually get to the lead story on this shit. Still, to this day, it continues to happen. Judge dismisses James Comey and Letitia James's cases over unlawful prosecutor appointment. Wait a minute. Is this not the same argument as Jack Smith?
That's exactly.
So you're going to sit there and tell me that fat orange fuck went through his whole trial with Jack Smith, got it dismissed in Florida, went through almost 4 or 5 more months, and then turned around and did the exact same thing? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
Huh. Senior U.S. Judge James Cameron Currie dismissed criminal cases against former FBI Director James Comey and New York's Attorney General Letitia James. Currie ruled that Lindsey Halligan, the U.S. interim attorney who was brought both indictments, was invalidly appointed. the interim attorney. It was invalidly appointed. So an acting attorney can't do a damn thing?
Because she wasn't voted in by Congress.
Then what the fuck is an acting attorney for? I mean, Jack Smith was not an acting attorney when he went up. So what is an acting attorney for? Is it just a placeholder for somebody to gain fucking money while everything stalls the fuck out? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Well, fuck, I want to be acting attorney then.
Well, apparently you can be.
Let's see, dismissed criminal cases was invalidly appointed. Halligan, president, has been installed as prosecutor in the violation of appointments clause. Constitution is the same fucking argument. Again, I'm going to say it again and again and again. They use the same fucking ammunition. Every time you throw something at these motherfuckers, they use it back at you every time. And they wonder why it don't land.
But here's the thing. Why would they do it? Why, if you know it didn't work for you, it worked, but it didn't in the long run, it didn't. Why would you try to do that?
Well, if I don't
why would you try to rush it?
If I don't tell you about my losses in that whole area and you don't know about it, did I lose in your mind? If I put in an injunction up, hey, I say you can't take a left step. And I don't tell you how this went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court shot that shit the fuck down and said, no, you can take a left step. Did that happen?
I guess not.
Now, there are very few places where me across the internet could actually show you where that was shot down by the Supreme Court. So, did that happen? If I don't look into it, if I don't look into your claim, did it happen?
No.
And that's why we are here today.
But once again, I'm still wondering why this, and this is what pisses me off. Why fast track this?
Yes,
it looks really bad.
Jack Smith was a special prosecutor that was actually appointed to a lower position to avoid the Congress hearing. He was appointed to a lower position that actually could not bring up those charges that he was bringing. This one right here is an acting U.S. attorney that literally their argument is just because you're acting means you can't do your job. Go ahead.
Some more breaking news. So this time, and this is big, we have learned that the Justice Department's case against former FBI Director Jim Comey and the New York Attorney General have both been dismissed. CNN's Caitlin Polance is covering this. Caitlin, okay, what happened here? I don't know which case you want to take first.
Well, they
Miss Piggy
dismissed, and for essentially the same reason that Lindsey Halligan, the Eastern
What up,
District
Gina?
of Virginia, interim U.S.
What up, Gina?
there by Donald Trump, not Senate confirmed, that
Teresa's
she doesn't
over there
have
as well.
the power. What the judge
see.
here has found, this is Judge Cameron Currie from South Carolina.
Teresa.
She came into the district, heard arguments from both of the lawyers on these cases against Lindsey Halligan's role. They argued that she didn't have the power because she wasn't Senate confirmed, and thus these indictments are invalid. The judge is agreeing with that. Judge Currie is saying that the Attorney General's attempt to install Ms. Halligan as interim U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia was invalid, and because Ms. Halligan had no lawful authority to present the indictment James Comey's motion is granted, the indictment is dismissed. Now, the judge does mention that this is without prejudice. So in legal speak, that means that it could be brought back by another prosecutor in the Eastern District of Virginia if they took it through the grand jury again. But everything Lindsey Halligan did at the end of September, beginning of October, and since then, this judge is saying she couldn't have done that. She didn't have the authority. She was not confirmed by Congress, by the U.S. Senate as the Eastern District of Virginia's U.S. attorney, and thus the president went out of his bounds, and the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, also overstepped her bounds in sending Lindsey Halligan into this district.
But Merrick Garland didn't overstep his bounds.
Right.
By appointing Jack Smith.
Right. But that wasn't a thing. Here's the thing. Okay, so going back to the acting part. Let's put it this way. Say you're in a military. Let's bring it back to a military kind of a viewpoint, because everybody can at least understand in the moment how this would play out. Let's say you're in a unit. Your CO dies. Wouldn't the next person in line become acting CO?
Yes.
Wouldn't the next highest officer or highest enlisted become the acting CO at that point? Wouldn't the all responsibilities of commanding officer be on the highest ranked military person in that point?
Yes.
So if there's somebody missing in the chain, this acting CO now takes up all the roles and responsibilities and therefore is the CO. Right?
She looks like a power lifter. That fucking neck.
Please let this be AI generated fucking photo.
It looks like, you remember Lex Luger from the WWE?
Dude, this looks like something off of fucking like Maxim magazine. Like everything's airbrushed the fuck.
She looks like Lex Luger in a wig. Sorry, madam. Just a bad picture, I guess. They use your bar license for this one?
Square jaw. I was trying not to, but you pointed out the picture and I looked at it. The square jaw. Man, me and you have a problem because you have a square jaw.
Just a bad angle. Yes, exactly. Bondi had hundreds of congressional approved assistant general AGs across the country. She could have sent to Virginia, but Bondi kissed Trump's ring for the real estate attorney. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why they've.
Huh?
You couldn't find a square jaw on a Marine.
No. But Teresa said, is Hostess Cupcakes anonymous or is she just passing through? Hostess. Oh, you talking about Lindsey? Like, I don't know what you mean by that one, man. I don't see anybody else in the chat, so.
But yeah, I don't. And listen, if Trump wants her fucking, if he wants her on, he better rush her through. I'll tell you that right now, because 2026 doesn't look good right now. Listen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, guys.
It's not going to happen.
But I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm telling you right now, 2026 is on a teeter-totter. And there's a lot of people going to be mad at me and angry with me, but that's my opinion, and then that's what I'm thinking.
No, you're right.
He better rush her through, because the way everything's going right now, it's socialist, DSA, winning all over. And they're doing it in the smaller. They're taking over little towns here, little towns there. The CIA is now literally in the Senate because Trump's getting rid of them. Where are they going to go? Oh, that's right. They'll run for office. And what are they going to do? They're going to do their CIA mumbo jumbo magic on everybody. And the next thing you know, guess who the whole Congress and Senate will be? CIA agents. ex-CIA agents will run the country if we don't wake up and stop this stupid fighting inside and be real. Just be real. To be honest with you, the reason why Marjorie Taylor Greene dropped out is because she knew she was losing.
Yeah.
She knew she wasn't going to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what, and Trump told her, and without Trump's blessing, she would have got eviscerated.
Which is a
So what did
problem
she
on the
do?
right. It really fucking is. And it does lend credence to the whole cult-like thing, but because Donald Trump says something, it must be a thing. Look, I'm going to tell you, Marjorie Taylor Greene was one of your biggest fucking fighters.
Yeah.
And just because she said, hold on a minute, everybody's like, no. Guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring it up right here before we go to Rumble. Dragonfire laser shoots down high-speed drone traveling at 400 miles per hour. Costs $13 per shot. Wait a minute. Kind of sounds like the Jewish space lasers thing, right? Because they were talking about shooting. But it exists. Yeah. We'll hit that on Rumble side.
But Marjorie Taylor Greene was right.
Yeah.
She was right.
Yeah, she straight up fucking was. And yes, she fought like a man. And it was off-putting. And it was off-putting because, despite what you may believe, she's not built like a man. So therefore, that doesn't work. Kind of like Hageman trying to play the womanly role. It doesn't work. She needs to be vicious. She needs to be out there. She needs to be that bulldog. Same situation, but in reverse. However,
thank you, TRP.
What's that?
TRP gave us a little shout out on X.
Oh,
He says, support the homies. My Puerto Rican friend, Troublemaker Davey, Off Label Podcast is live. Thank you, TRP. You're the fucking bomb, dude. Appreciate the fuck out of you.
But yeah.
Oh, wait. There he is. He lost the votes by not coming through with his promises and then called us all idiots, saying Epstein is a Dem hoax, spreading more than ever. Funding Israel and Ukraine. Fuck him. Massey or bust. Well, with that, we'll see you in 3 minutes.
Before we do that, though, I got to hit it. Teresa says, I don't dislike her, but she pissed me off by quitting like that. I agree. That's what actually pissed me off the most. Yes, she was rude. Yes, she was crass. Yes, she was in your face. It was off-putting for a woman that looks like her. Which is the argument that I actually have with shit like that. It's a different story for a different time. But
wait,
she was one of your biggest fucking fighters, and she's gone simply because she said, wait a minute. Think about that.
And listen, and yes, I agree. But there's only so much that one person can do until, I mean, listen, we've all been in those relationships where you keep telling the person, and they don't just, you're just like, listen, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. And they just keep going, I'm going to do it my way, and keep failing and keep failing and keep failing. And Trump might not be failing at things, but it's coming across to a lot of voters, especially independents, where he's now down negative 43%, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
For independents, that is a huge jump. He was positive at one point with independents, and now he's taking a dive.
Well, see,
so yeah,
I will give credit to Scott here. Scott is right. There's not enough people just being like, hold the brakes, wait the fuck up on one moment. Because that's what started the MAGA movement. That's what's actually started it. Was people being like, Orange Man getting in there, they're doing this, they're doing this, they're doing this. Nah, that's a fucking lie. I've never heard of that. And then all of a sudden it turned out to be true. And everybody's like, okay, so he's telling the truth. The more he keeps telling the truth, the more we were behind him. When the motherfucker does falter, who's going to be there to say, bitch, you faltered? Everybody's gung-ho about all this shit. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, everybody knows it. I do have a bias against Orange Man for very dumbass fucking personal reasons. But if we do not get a check on this shit, there could be something that actually does pop up. And everybody's gung-ho about it for whatever fucking reason. And it does cause a crisis. We're already set up. We've been tracking for so fucking long, Davey. We've been doing this. We're still on board. You wonder why Texas and California joined forces? We've shown you. But as far as this goes, the James Comey, Letitia James indictment being dismissed, I will admit this. The biggest fucking thing in all of this.
It's 8:05, just to let you know.
I know, I'm trying to cut. The biggest fucking thing in all of this right here is proof, 100%, that something about our justice system needs to be reformed. Because these judges have unchecked fucking power. Who holds judges accountable for them fucking up? Apparently themselves, and that's a fucking problem. Because like we say with the FBI, we've investigated ourselves and we found we did nothing wrong. What happens when that becomes legal? What happens when that becomes lawfare? You got nothing against that because you're supposed to go with the law, right? So I will leave it with this right here.
Well, I was going to play something off of that. That's why I said save it for the other one. I got a really good one too.
Okay.
Shoe on Head did a Pam Bondi impersonation.
All right. You know what? I haven't seen this one yet. Davey brought it up. David threw it in there, and it went unnoticed. Ladies and gentlemen, you got the link. You got 3 minutes. We're going to go to the other side to finish this up. See you there.
Hey, it's me, Davey. You know, the simple one. Here at Off Label Podcast, we're all about doing things the off-label way. But without you, we're just two idiots who talk to each other on the internet. So please, if you could, hit that like button, repost, and give us a follow. And if you're feeling frisky enough, throw a comment. We now return you to our regularly scheduled bullshit.
Isn't that hard?
I mean, it's not.
So you know what? It's fine. You're changing history, you're changing culture, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. Your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah.
He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe.